I've got a problem. Ever since I moved my office out from this room into an actual office to do work, I don't have a desk in here anymore that I can actually like game and have fun in and everything. But luckily, I've got a pile of wood, so let's build the ultimate geek desk. So before I started the actual process of anything, I 3D modeled this desk to scale inside of Blender. And now I know more directly what kind of wood I need, what kind of accessories I want to add. And the best part about it, I know how long every piece of wood needs to be cut, making this process a whole lot quicker when we actually build. Before we get started, there are a few pieces that almost every good woodworking job needs to have. Best tip that I can give most people when we're doing woodworking is if you have one drill, get a second drill. Now you've got one for doing pilot holes, and then you've got one for actually screwing things in, and you don't have to be changing bits constantly. Saves a ton of time. The other thing is one of my favorite tools in the entire world, and that is a brad nailer. It just does a fantastic job of being able to tack things up. And then I can go back later and screw things in if I want to, or we can just use the brad nails with my next trusty friend, wood glue. One of the best things to have. And of course we've got a tape measure, we've got a square if we need to square anything up, but most likely we're just gonna be marking lines with this. And then we've got safety protection, make sure you always wear it. And we've got ourselves some drill bits and things like that. Over here is the final real tool that we're gonna be using for this. Luckily, none of these boards are big enough and nothing has to be cut that I actually have to use a table saw, making a miter saw plenty to make this happen. The main pieces that we have for this build, I try to keep it as simple as possible. So for the legs here, these are actually typically for like railing and stuff like that, but there are very little 2x2 options that I could find at Lowe's. We've got 8 of them. Then we have our actual top for the table itself. And these are 3/4 inch by 24, and this one is 3 foot, and this one is 6 foot, which actually means that's the dimensions of the desk I wanted. We don't have to cut anything when it comes to this stuff, so no table saw, fantastic. Then I've got 1x3s over here, and then some more 3/4 inch by 1 foot boards right here, and all of those are definitely gonna have to get cut. So beginning with the legs, let's get started with these. The legs are all going to need to be 30 inches long. One thing to note, I've already cut all the tips off. That's going to allow us to have a much smoother cut on here than what they usually will do from the factory, making sure that we don't have any wobble in here. So we're gonna bring this down here. We're gonna mark 30. One thing to really save time, do everything, if you know your measurements and all that, do things in steps. So I know that I want all of these to be 30 inches. So I'm gonna grab all of them and mark 30 inches and not just go back and forth and constantly marking and cutting and grabbing more things. The more things you grab, the more it slows you down. Now, to ensure that our lines are truly straight and we're able to cut this as even as possible, I'm actually gonna use a square. Typically, you could just cut on the line for something small like this, but I'm paranoid and I like to measure twice, cut once. We are about to cut, so we want to make sure that we have our safety glasses on, and make sure you always wear gloves when you're using a miter saw. So this is something very important to note when you're doing woodworking. Making sure that you're cutting on the right side of the line, not the right, the correct side of the line. This blade does indeed have thickness. That thickness subtracts from your cut, which means we're gonna need to make sure that when we cut on this line, if we get nice and close here, if we cut over on this side of it, if we cut over on this side of it, that can be quite a big degree of variation. So what we wanna do is choose a side, make sure it's consistent, and cut them all the same. So I'm gonna be choosing kind of the left side of the line here. We're right on it. And now I'm gonna keep that consistent between every single cut, and now we will have perfectly even legs. Don't ever touch the blade with your fingers at all. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm turning into my dad. Now we have all of our legs at 30 inches, and as we can see right there, that's a pretty good desk height if we have ourselves a chair. Yeah, this isn't a standing desk. I didn't want to put that much time or money into it. All right, so this table is going to be 6 feet this way, 5 feet this way when you put this 3-foot piece on this 2-foot by 6-foot piece. And what that means is, as you can see in the 3D rendering, we're going to be building kind of a subframe underneath the desk. So with this being 6 feet, we're going to want a little bit of overhang, but we're going to have a little bit of hang off from the frame. I'm thinking about 3 to 4 inches on each side. All right, so 5 foot 4 inches, and we do indeed need 2 of these. So we're going to measure them both before we cut. 5 foot 4 inches. Yep. All right, so 1.5 feet. All right, so now we've got our frame laid out here on the ground. We're gonna have the main 6-foot portion here and the 3-foot portion there. Now you'll notice that I'm making it kind of in 2 sections, and this is for a couple of reasons. It makes measuring and cutting and everything way easier than to do origami or whatever with it. And so now we can actually just make these 2 boxes, join them together, and we get a little bit of structural rigidity added back in right there. So, hey, bonus. All right, so now we're going to wood glue all of these joints and use my favorite tool right there, the brad nailer, and put it all together. As you can tell, I'm a big Ryobi fan.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
The thing about wood glue, you definitely want it on there, but believe it or not, you actually don't want that much. So don't go too overboard, just a nice bead down the center. It'll join everything together. Kidding.
That scared me.
These 2 pieces are now all glued together and nailed up. So what we're gonna do is put them in the L configuration. I'm going to take another board here just to make sure we've got kind of the proper angle going on. Okay. And now we're going to just apply some wood glue right here on the back. All right. And now the nails I have are about 1.5 inches. They shouldn't go through. I'm definitely not putting my fingers there. But if they do poke through, they're only going to be a little bit through. Because we're going to have the fish tank kind of right here, we're going to have legs here. But because we're going to have the fish tank right here, I definitely want to make sure this is solid enough to hold that weight, because a gallon of water is about 8-ish pounds, and it's a 20-gallon tank, so we're talking about 160 pounds just right here. So we want to be very careful to make sure that we've got plenty of support. Okay, so now comes a slightly difficult part. These legs need to be as even as possible. I'm out here on this concrete. This section of concrete is not so bad, but my concrete or my driveway is just absolutely all over the place. I'm gonna be making sure that these are all pretty level by doing this just kind of upside down, which means I'm gonna have to flip this over to make sure I've got the right configuration of the L. But I've got 8 legs cut. That was 1 extra just in case, because we're gonna have 2, 4, 6, and 7 legs on this table. So, but hopefully that makes this actually nice and level and doesn't wobble too much. To make this as sturdy as possible, I'm gonna of course wood glue on the 2 different sides going into the corner. Then I'm gonna tack it in with a nail gun with a couple of nails, but then I'm gonna go back and add some screws in there to make sure it's got as much rigidity as possible. Rigidity is cool. Come on, come on.
Rigidity is cool.
All right, so that's 1 down, 6 more to go. All right, so all of the legs are now tacked on and wood glued. So to make things easier on my back, I'm going to flip it over to the other side, and we're going to put some screws into each individual leg. And it may seem a little bit flimsy right now, but 1, when we put screws in, it'll help. 2, all the weight kind of pushing down. With the way these legs are set up and everything, it's actually going to be a lot of downward pressure, and these are plenty strong enough to hold on to it. Then a lot of the rigidity actually also comes from the tabletop, for lack of a better term. So let's screw in these legs. So with the screws in, it's nice and solid. There's definitely going to be plenty after we put the tops on, plenty of rigidity and ability to hold a 160-pound fish tank right there. Yeah, we'll be good. All right, so the last thing we're gonna do today, this is gonna definitely have to be a multi-day build just because of time. We're going to get the tabletops on here. I'm also going to pre-cut and try to put on the initial extra piece here, which will end up being shelving, and then we'll have shelving over here, and of course the fish tank's gonna fit in there. So my goal is to get pretty much all the cutting done so that I don't have to pull anything out again. So yeah, let's measure a few things here and get them cut. So now we have cut all the wood that we're pretty much going to use for this day of work on the project. So we're going to kind of cut and get everything else inside, and then I'll also show you a little bit of the tech to close out the day that we're actually going to be integrating into this build.
One eternity later.
Okay, after much frustration trying to get this in here, be sure you measure your hallway and door frames before you try. Now I think this is a good time to pause a little bit to talk about the tech and the features that are going to go into this desk. You've already seen the 3D model, but getting a little bit more specific here, we actually have these Govee LED light strips that we're going to be putting along the top perimeter of the entire desk. And these are Matter devices, which is fantastic because I am on Home Assistant, and Matter works quite well with Home Assistant. The other thing that we're going to be doing is putting in an outlet into the corner of the desk. And then just from this right here, we have this perfect hook that I found in Lowe's. It's going to be great for holding my headphones, and it has a little knob underneath, and you can wrap the cables around there, and that will be going right here so that whenever done with cable or headphones, just put them right there. Of course, that's not all the tech. I'm also, of course, going to have the fish tank right here, which I'm super excited about. Big into fish tanks myself. And it's going to have all of its guts hidden, so it should just be the glass of the tank. I'm super excited about that. So now I'm going to just go ahead and put this into time-lapse mode, and I'm going to put the desktop on here, and that'll probably do it for today. So let's go ahead and get that in time-lapse. All right, so that pretty much does it for today, which is probably a good thing because we want to give this wood glue plenty of time to dry. It'll go in between all the fibers, dry up, and it'll be stronger than even the wood itself. Even without trying too hard, it's actually like perfectly level.
Nice job, team.
Just getting the measurements right the first time and making sure that you're keeping an eye on blade width and everything really goes a long way in making things level without even having to try and constantly shim things and try to make it all fit together correctly to be level. But I'm excited about what we've done today. Really a good stopping point. And the next part is going to be fitting the fish tank, putting up the rest of the shelving here, putting backer board on. Then we can actually get to some of the tech and wiring everything up. So I'm super excited. It's come together pretty much better than I was hoping.